fifth principle of pluralism I want to talk about is what I will call growth mindset. We take all sorts of shortcuts, we take all sorts of approaches in our conversations and interactions with others that get in the way of truly seeking growth. And so one of the things I often do with my students in class is I ask people, how many like arguing? And of course everybody raises their hand. But then I ask, how many of you like to lose arguments? And everyone puts their hands down because no one wants to lose arguments. Is my goal to simply win and defeat that opponent? Or is my goal to grow and to learn something? And the rule of equity states that when you are having a conversation with someone about something, you want to give the strongest possible assessment of their argument. So that means not looking for those little things that might be mispronounced or misunderstood. A strongman argument is taking the smallest, weakest part of their argument and elevating it as the thing that represents their argument as a whole, and then it's easy to rip down. It's much harder to deal with the substantive argument. And so rather than look for those weak things in your opponent's argument, find the strongest thing and work to refute that. Because if you do so, that means that your own argument has been bolstered and your own understanding of things has grown. And I often tell my students, if your philosophy can fit on a bumper sticker, it's not really much of a philosophy. And this truly happens on both sides of the political, the religious, the philosophical, the ideological aisles. This is not a single entity that is guilty of this. But if your philosophy can fit on a bumper sticker, it probably needs to be reconstructed, because living according to those pithy little statements don't really work towards improving your own attitude, improving your own ability to reason and think through very complex things. So the fifth principle of pluralism would be just that, growth mindset, and having an attitude of entering into conversations and entering into dialogue for the purpose not of defeating this other person, but of truly learning and growing and becoming wiser